Hello, my name is Utkarsh Sharma, and I'm going to be talking about the Mason Gross um, rendition of the play Candide, performed at the New Brunswick Arts, New Brunswick Performing Arts Center. Yeah, that's what it's called. Um, the stage was a proscenium stage that had massive red curtains when I walked in, and with a few boxes like outside. There was like a table on the far left. That's where I sat. There was a table. Actually, no. Was there a table? Yeah, there was like a table on the far left. I think it was in the middle at first, but I don't clearly remember. Something around those lines. But yeah, there was this massive dugout area. I don't know what it's called specifically, but that's where the orchestra was performing. The orchestra, I'd like to say, did an absolute amazing job because their tunes or their instruments, they performed it extremely well, and it was just a massive surprise to me because when they started, I was like blown away. It sounded like very clear speakers, but obviously they weren't speakers. They were they were the actual instruments that were playing right in front of us down there. But oh, before we do get started, I don't have any pictures of the actors because it would be rude to take pictures of them while they were performing. It would distract them and it would interfere with like other people watching the show. Uh, the person who performed Candy, his name is Siwen. Yeah, Siwen. I probably butchered his name. Uh, but yeah, he had an amazing vocal range that he showed to us that day. It was just amazing. Like he went from very high pitch to a very low, like very low, deep voice, just giving out this sense of I mean, depending on what part of the play you're looking at the moment, it just showed it as it was an amazing it showed very strong emotions. It was amazing. It's the same for the person who performed Kunagande. Her name is Yunjin. Uh, again, probably butchered her name. Sorry for that. But she, these guys were so amazing when they were performing. Mainly, this one actor I would like to talk about. His name is Winston. I'm pretty sure this is the person. I'm struggling between Winston and Zilang Hao and Will Scott because I'm not sure who it was at that moment because this person, right? He performed so many different roles. Like he was going through being the doctor, then being Maximilian, who joined Candy in his exploration throughout Brazil. Yeah, Brazil, near Rio. He likes to improvise. He was extremely hilarious. He likes to improvise, and yeah, he's just like dynamic, like range of reaction was just amazing. Like one extremely memorable moment in this entire play was when he had to like change, or not change, like he had to pick up this vest to show Candide like he was a different person, right? Into this red vest. He was struggling at a bit that because he has done like other hilarious encounters with the audience. He threw away the red jacket and just said, "F it, F it," and then he just sang along. This got the entire audience wild. Everybody was just laughing. It was amazing. It was an amazing experience. Another stand-up performance, like I mentioned, Yunjin. She has a very, very high vocal range when she was performing. Uh, Orchestra, like obviously, like they're singing when they're telling stories, and you could like she's going from her absolute like top, like at her absolute limit, to going like in a second to her deepest voice, just to like capture the emotion of how like she was extremely sad that her and Candide had to split ways, and she did it like quite a few times. At the time when she was heartbroken, when Candide understood like what was going on with her and her like entire like personal life that was going on. But yeah, it was amazing. And I must mention Julian. He's a versatile actor that I know. I mean, kind of know. He's a mutual friend of mine. But yeah, I've seen him before, and he played the role of the governor, the Van, the Van der Den Door, the Van der Den Door, and the Rygotsky. Yeah, I don't butcher all of those, but yeah, uh, amazing. He was absolutely amazing. He really like got into character for this one, like for especially for the role as the okay. Say this again one last time. Van der Den Door, Van der Den, Van der Den Door, right? He just showed like how much we just dislike this character. Like he made it feel like we disliked him. At Van der, okay. So the role of V, right? I'm gonna refer to it as that. Uh, he was married to, or not married. He was in a relationship with Conagande. Uh, Obviously, Candide really wants her. Like he was in a relationship with Conagande, and she really wanted to get married with him, so she could get all of the money. She didn't. But yeah. So the narrator, she had these small little figurines that she was playing around with on this table that I was talking about earlier on, and she I actually didn't notice this, but like every time she was doing something with them, the actors were just mimicking what she was doing. Like it showed that, oh wow, she's trying to tell this story, and we're just visualizing it. Not visualizing. We're seeing what she's trying to visualize in her own mind. That was amazing. That I realized that a little too late, but still an amazing job. I don't know her name. Yeah, I don't know her name, but yeah, it was a very more. I don't know how to say this. So we'll figure out a word, but yeah, it was extremely interesting to notice that, especially later on, like around the half point. But yeah, another set of the props that I would like to talk about is this sort of structure, right? At the start, they were using this structure to show like a building where all of these people who were fighting in the village war, in this village war, the village war, and yeah, just showed that like they were just fighting to death, and how people were just like lying down, just to mimic how, like, just to mimic that they were dead. But yeah, there's like this, I don't know what's called. It's two massive tubes connected with multiple different steps, almost like a staircase, but not really. And yeah, then they use the same prop again to show the mountains in Rio, and the mountains were significant because that's where Candide got his golden goats. Also, another set of props. I think he got four of them. Sheep's, golden goats. I'm sorry, golden goats. They, yeah, they just gave out gold every time. But yeah. Either way, I would just like to say that I have to end this because this was an amazing show. I've seen multiple opera shows before, and this was definitely one of my top I've ever been to. Uh, yeah, I just saw so much talent that day, that night, and it was just amazing. If they ever perform it again, people should watch this. People obviously they don't like opera shows. I would say after going to this one, they will definitely change their mind. But yeah, either way, thank you, and yeah. Oh, here are my tickets. Take a look at them, I guess. Yes.